Okay, guys, I am here to give you my Night of Champions 2009 review. We get started on that right away. I'm not going to announce that I am the Wrestling 4th Champion, even though I am. I just can't find the belt, and I don't have the belt to show that I am, so I'm not just going to keep repeating myself anymore. So, this pay-per-view was pretty good. I have to say that. At the time, this pay-per-view was pretty good. So I'll get on with the matches, and then I'll say why it was pretty good. So for the first match is Chris Jericho and his mystery partner defending the unified tag team titles against Legacy, which is Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr. at the time. And I have to say that this match, it was good. Actually, I have to say, I'm just kidding. It was a good opener. It started off kind of slow. I'm gonna say that. But first it comes out with Chris Jericho, saying how Edge was so selfish, got himself injured. Look at this, because he wanted to show why Edge got injured. And if in case you guys don't know why, Edge had suffered an Achilles tendon at the time. So he could not, and he was the tag team champions with Chris Jericho, so he could not compete that night. So Jericho had to go. So I guess it was a contract, and Jericho's a clause in the contract that says Jericho can pick a new tag team partner. And Legacy didn't think they were gonna find he was gonna find a partner because nobody likes him. And then he says that he has a man that can stand in the room with Chris Jericho, who's big, he's strong, he's fast. He pretty much says all that stuff. And the man ends up being the Big Show. I'm not really going to complain about that. They worked great as a tag team. Big Show and Chris Jericho did started fighting. Big Show actually picked up Chris Jericho and threw him on to, I think it was Cody, Ted DiBiase Jr. Then they would take control for a little bit. They did a nice they did like a clothesline and a chop block to the... Ted DiBiase Jr. did a clothesline and Cody Rhodes did a nice chop block to the knee. Then they started dominating the match. Then Jericho would get them in the walls of Jericho. And you thought Ted DiBiase Jr. was going to tap. Big Show, the ref gets distracted by Big Show. Cody Rhodes comes in and gives him a great DDT. Then Big Show comes in off the tag and starts cleaning house. And he ends up spearing Ted DiBiase Jr. Cody Rhodes comes in and attacks him a little bit. Then Big Show just takes Cody Rhodes and throws him outside the ring. And Jericho comes in with the cold breaker on Ted DiBiase Jr. Something happened to Cody Rhodes. I don't remember what. Oh, I think he got the walls of Jericho. Ted DiBiase Jr. got the camel clutch, and Ted DiBiase Jr. ends up tapping out, and Big Show and Jericho retain their tag team championships. So that was a pretty good way to start off Night of Champions, and a pretty good opener. Now we get on to the next match. We have Tommy Dreamer defending the ECW Championship against Christian. Oh, I forgot to announce that the tag team title match was 9 minutes and 32 seconds. But yeah, we have Tommy Dreamer defending the ECW Championship against Christian, and the match was 8 minutes and 31 seconds. Pretty good match for these two. No one really expected this probably to be good, but it was pretty good. It kicks off with Dreamer slapping Christian, then they really started to fight after that. Christian throws Dreamer over the ropes, goes to slingshot himself, misses. Dreamer does like an awesome rolling, I'm going to call that the rolling thunder on Christian. Christian then would take control. He got a sleeper hold on Tommy Dreamer. He fought out of it. Then he got another sleeper hold. Tommy Dreamer ran outside the ring, and they both fell out. Then Christian and Tommy Dreamer go back and forth inside the ring. Christian does drop kicks. Tommy Dreamer does like a one-handed spine buster. Then in the end, we have Tommy Dreamer go for the DDT. Christian counters, goes for the kill. No, we have Christian go for the kill switch. Tommy go for the DDT. Then Christian counters into the kill switch. Christian pins Tommy Dreamer, and Christian wins the ECW Championship. Great match. Christian, I think, was the right person to go over here because it felt pretty good to see Christian win the ECW championship again. So yeah, I just have to give Christian a thumbs up in a great match. So far that was match of the night. Next match we have Kofi Kingston defending the United States Championship against Jack Swagger, Carlito, The Miz, Primo, and MVP. And this match was 8 seconds and 8 minutes and 28 seconds. This was okay, but the match should have been over from the beginning. Primo should have just cross-body Jack Swagger, and Primo had him pinned down for the 3 count, and it should have just been over right there. But then we had some pretty good action. This match wasn't the most memorable match, but it was okay. I didn't really remember the much that happened in this match because it's kind of like a lot of guys in there. But I will say that everyone did shine in this match that was supposed to. Kofi Kingston wouldn't end up getting the win on retaining the title by giving Carlito the Trouble in Paradise to the back of the head, and Kofi Kingston retained the title. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about that match. Then we have McCool defending the Women's Championship against Melina, and the match was 6 minutes and 12 seconds. So I'm thinking going into this, it's just going to be a beauty match. Nothing about special is going to happen. It's just going to be shit. That's not what happened at all, actually. What ended up happening is we had Melina does the split, McCool does a drop kick, and I'm like, whoa. Then they stop, and then the match starts, and Melina does awesome kicks to the head. Melina, I think, does a hurricane run, and McCool goes into the barricade. Then Melina went to do misses. McCool would get a knee to the head of Melina's in the barricade. Then they fought in the ring a little bit. Then McCool, they go back outside. They spent a lot of time in this match outside the ring too. And Melina goes to kick McCool. And then her foot gets caught on the barricade, and then Melina goes for something, but she misses, and Michelle counters into something else. Then the match kicks off, really started to kick off. We had Melina go off the top rope and undo that little Stone Cold move, the Luthez press off the top rope. Melina rolls up Michelle rolls up then Michelle rolls up Melina and gets the win. So a great Divas match for the time it had, and I have to say these wrestlers worked pretty good. They should still be around. I don't know why McCool is gone. I don't even know why Melina's gone. But why? Fuck you, WWE. Why the fuck are they gone? Like that, they worked a great match. Then we have Randy Orton defending the WWE Championship against John Cena and Triple H. And this match lasted 22 minutes and 23 seconds. They do bring up the fact that, and Cena actually brings it up, that this was not the main event though. This was like one of the main matches at WrestleMania 24. So that was pretty good that they brought that up. And Orton does remind them what happened. But then I'm just going to get to the match. They start out, Orton tries to get them to fight, and then they come and chase after Orton by the announcer's table. So Orton goes back in the ring, and then they start punching, double team. They just double team Orton, and then it was funny. Orton goes to get outside the ring. Cena gives him a clothesline, like nope. It's like fuck you, bitch. You ain't going outside the ring. Then Orton and Triple H, and then Cena puts him in the ring. Orton is up outside on like the state. It's kind of like on the ramp now. So Triple H and Cena attack him there. Cena goes to get up on the apron, gets up on the apron. Orton pushes Cena off. Well, he knees him in the gut. Cena falls onto Triple H, and they hit shoulder to shoulder. Then Randy Orton took control of the match for a little bit. And then they eventually he goes for a double DDT on Orton and Triple H and Cena. They both counter. Then Triple H and Cena go at it. Cena does his 5 moves of doom. Triple H does his. They go for finishes. Triple H does a double spine buster. Hits a pedigree on Cena. You thought it was done. Orton pulls Triple H outside the ring and attacks him outside. Orton's gonna use the goes to use the announce table. Triple H counters into a low blow. Orton goes for the pedigree. Triple H goes for the pedigree. Cena intervenes and throws Orton into the crowd. And Cena puts the STFU on Triple H. And I think Orton intervenes again. So Orton looked pretty game in this match. And then they fight in the ring a little bit. Cena has Triple H in the STFU doing this. Orton goes to punch Cena. I think Cena ducked it, or he put Triple H's face down so he couldn't punch him. Then Cena goes to roll up Orton for the win. Doesn't get it. Then Triple H puts Orton in a pretty sick sharpshooter, I should say. And then Cena puts a crossface on Randy Orton. Orton taps out, which is much what my search says. Tap out. You can't see it because it's a reflection, but it does say tap out. And then Legacy comes out because they couldn't decide who won. They just attack Triple H and Cena. DiBiase's attacking Cena outside the ring. Cena goes to FU Rhodes. Orton now KOs Cena and wins the match and retains the WWE Championship. So overall, that was a pretty good. That was a great match. And a great way for Orton to win. Do I think he was the right guy to win? I don't know. I'm gonna say yes because then it would build up those DX versus Legacy at SummerSlam, Orton and Cena at SummerSlam. So I'm gonna say yes. Then we have Maryse defending the Divas Championship against Mickie James, and the match was 8 minutes and 36 seconds. Shit, Mickie James wins off a DDT. The match was shit. Then we have Rey Mysterio defending the Intercontinental Championship against Dolph Ziggler, and the match was 14 minutes and 20 seconds. This whole match was shit except the parts where Ziggler countered a move on Rey. And he goes into the announcer's table. Ziggler does an awesome gut buster to Rey on the top rope, and then the rest of the match was shit. Rey wins off the 619 splash. The rest of the match was shit. And then the main event was a pretty good main event, I'm going to have to say. CM Punk defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Jeff Hardy. This match also had good build going into it. Jeff Hardy, where CM Punk mocks Jeff Hardy's lifestyle. This was kind of the birth of CM Punk's straight edge character, but not really. He didn't really officially turn heel. They don't really consider him a heel at this point, but I kind of consider him as a heel. He kind of starts to act heelish in this match, though. So they start to have the match, and Jeff Hardy misses the big clothesline, and CM Punk goes to do a suicide dive. He misses. Then Jeff Hardy goes to fly off the top rope and do the swanton. Punk rolls out of the ring. And then Jeff Hardy goes to go out and fly onto Punk, but Punk moves out of the way, and Hardy's ribs hit the corner, hit the barricade. Punk is in the ring. Hardy gets back in the ring just in time before the referee's count. Punk dominates Hardy a lot. He does an awesome. He does a submission move when both knees are on his spine, but Jeff Hardy counters into a pin, and I wasn't expecting him to counter into a pin, but Punk kicked out at 0. Then Punk goes to suplex Hardy off the turnbuckle. Jeff Hardy counters to a face first suplex. Then they fight a little bit more. Whisperings in the wind. Jeff Hardy does a little bit of a comeback. CM Punk then does awesome kicks. Hardy counters into a twist of fate, which kind of looked like an RKO. Hardy goes for the swanton. Punk sets up. He goes to pin Hardy. Fails. I think he hit, and then Hardy does something else and goes for the swanton. Punk gets the knees up and hits the go to sleep on Jeff Hardy. And goes to pin Hardy, and he does not get him. So he pins him two more times, and then he doesn't get him. And then Punk goes to take his belt and leave as like a heel. Hardy doesn't let it happen. he attacks Punk and and then he just gives him the twist of fate and the swanton and Jeff Hardy wins the match and won the World Heavyweight Championship. So overall, that match was good. I don't really think I think Punk looked pretty strong. I think Punk kind of make Punk look weak just leaving, and then he goes back in the window and kind of punches him. But Punk looked pretty strong in this match. So overall, this pay-per-view was pretty good. I'm going to have to say, is it my favorite? No, I'm going to have to say it was still 2008 because they had some solid matches on that. They had pretty solid matches on that pay-per-view. 2009 will be my second favorite. 2007 is like my third. But the match of the night on this pay-per-view was the Triple H, John Cena, and Randy Orton match. The worst match was definitely Mickie James and Maryse for the Divas Championship. You guys can beg and complain. Why wasn't it? You didn't really like the Wayne Dolph match, but at least I was able to point out some stuff I actually liked about that match. Like the match was slow and stuff, and not the best match, but at least I was able to point stuff out. So that's not pretty much it, actually. I forgot something in the beginning. I'm gonna call my friend Steve and see what he thinks about this Jerry the King Lawler situation. I'm gonna call him right now. First, let me get rid of this shit. Then I'm gonna call Steve. It's winning. He's gonna give his thoughts on Jerry the King Lawler. Pick up the phone. Anytime now.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hi Steve, I just wanted to tell you that I'm making a YouTube video and I wanted to get your thoughts on Jerry the King Lawler. So text me before you call me, and then I'll make a video and you can give your thoughts out. But since you can't do that right now, give your thoughts out later. What do you want? But like I said, give your thoughts out later. Bye. So you didn't answer. When he calls, we'll get that video out. He's calling. What's up? Yep. I wanted to get your thoughts out about what happened to Jerry the King Lawler on Monday.
What do you think?
I thought it was pretty serious. I kind of was upset. Well, I wasn't like crying upset, but I was like...
You were hurt, you won't believe me here.
I wasn't crying. But...
Everybody can hear you.
No, because you could even ask Chris. I was not in tears.
You were.
No, I wasn't.
Didn't you get home crying on Monday? You're crying so loud. I know, you kept us up all night and you're crying.
Well, what about your thoughts? What's your thoughts?
I told you, stuff that you just collapsed.
It's your fault, though, kind of, because you are God, so...
It's your fault that you are Owen and you are Jesus.
So you're saying... Wait, are you saying I'm the reason for his heart attack?
Yep.
How is it my fault?
Because you wanted to see... Can I call you back over a while?
Yeah.
Alright, bye.
Bye. So we gave his thoughts out. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. That's pretty much it, guys. just subscribe to, just click all the links in the bottom. I don't feel like saying them right now. So that's pretty much it, guys. Peace.